Welcome back, folks. This morning I'm working on to put back on the road an old motor, which is a part of the family which has been, parking there now and then, make it tick over and stuff like that. I'm not talking about cars today. Georgia Meloni's got indicted for harbouring a criminal. Is this Egyptian? No, it's a Libyan thingy bob general, which was accused by the International Courts of Justice for atrocities committed in Libya, and he's been in 3 or 4 countries in Europe where this type of capture warrant was issued. But the fact is, how come in those other countries it was never stopped? And he came here for 12 days in Italy, and the Italian authorities expelled him because due to national security motive for his expel. Now, this communist judge, that's for sure, has indicted a few of Meloni's ministers. The fact is, if there is no a capture warrant issued or arrived to the Ministry of Justice here in Italy, he's a free man. And the wokies are screaming on the top of their heads, you let a war criminal go away. If there is no warrant issued in his name, which the Italian authorities knew about or not, you can't arrest him, which it never arrived. So you can't say you let go of a so-called criminal or harbour him or protect him. He was expelled. He was kicked out of the country. Where he goes, he goes. The Italian authorities didn't receive information about this chap, whether he's wanted or not, until these documentations of warrant of his arrest, international warrant of arrest, admitted by the International Court of Justice, never arrived. You can't arrest him. He was detained and expelled because, in the eyes of the Italian government, was an unsavoury character. Where he went to, you can go and arrest. This is typical interference of judges in politics. Judges can't make up laws. It's the legislators, the lawmakers in Parliament and the Senate. They're the ones which have to applicate the law in court cases. This is the only way to attack. It's a right-wing government, like many governments in Europe, which finally, regarding illegals, they're clamping down. But this is a political issue. They're trying to get on Meloni. In Poland, you've got the Polish army opening fire on the illegals who try to cross over into their territory. So we're coming to a point. You already got a lot of them in Europe. You don't know what to do with them. And more's coming. Whether you like it or not, the borders have to be protected. The country has to be protected because you never know. Every Tom, Dick and Harry could be a very unsavoury character passing over that borderline. And since these things have happened throughout years, more of certain, religious terrorism has an increase. Like I mentioned in the other video of that leaked Home Office document, which the Labour government had commissioned to their experts in this field, and I don't want to even take into account the conclusions of this study and findings regarding this phenomenon of the Islamic terrorism, which is a cause of major terrorist attacks in the United Kingdom in the last 25 years, which caused many deaths and injuries. And in police custody, you have a lot of these people arrested. And obviously you don't know what's going on in these mosques and Islamic culture centres in the United Kingdom and other places, unless they're not transparent and say what you're doing inside. It could be a recruiting ground or a place where they teach new generations of terrorists. God knows what. So regarding these issues, it has to be dealt with in a serious way.